Hello, welcome back to Moon Medicine Yoga. I'm Allison if this is your first time here. Today's class is a gentle, fire-stoking yoga flow that honors the new moon in Aries and Aries season. This is a great practice to embody Aries energy and align with the fresh beginnings and empowered spirit of this astrological sign. This new moon rises in the sign of Aries, the inaugural sign of the zodiac. A fire sign, Aries energy attunes with the awakening natural world. Known for boldness, determination, and a pioneering spirit, Aries, much like the lively young shoots pushing up through the soil, aligns with the onset of spring and the initiation of life. The Greek myth of Aries tells the story of the golden ram. The ram, with its shimmering fleece, was sent by the god Nepo to rescue her children, Phrixus and Helle, from a dire fate. Riding on the ram's back, Phrixus and Helle embarked on a journey, but Helle tragically fell into the sea and perished. Phrixus, however, safely reached the land of Colchis, where he sacrificed the ram to Zeus and presented its golden fleece to the king Aedes. In astrology, the constellation Aries is said to represent the golden ram from this mythological story. The Aries glyph, shaped like curved ram horns, symbolizes the association of Aries with the bravery, leadership, and adventure that stems from the heroic journey of the ram and the subsequent quest it inspired. Today's 30-minute class embodies ram energy. As Aries governs the head, face, and brain, we'll also cultivate a nurturing awareness in these areas during our practice. Prepare to kindle your inner fire with intentional movement and breathwork, drawing inspiration from the new moon in Aries and Aries season. Thanks again for joining me today. Please take a second to like the video and to hit the subscribe button to join us for even more yoga classes inspired by the moon and the seasons. I'm so glad you're here. Without further ado, let's begin in a comfortable seat. To begin, we'll deepen our breath by making a connection with the head and face. Place the thumbs on the tragus, that little flap of cartilage, gently plugging the ears. Place the forefingers on the eyes. Reducing the distraction of these sensory inputs, we can deepen our awareness of the breath. Relax. Listen to the breath flowing now. And if this isn't comfortable, please feel free to sit and breathe with the hands down. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, constricting the back of the throat to give your breath the sound of the ocean, you can explore that now. Exhale, release hands to heart center. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. Let's set our collective intention. Like the determined ram scaling the mountain, I boldly carve my path ahead. My inner flame guides me as I embrace growth and new beginnings. Let's blink the eyes open. Let's again bring hands to the face for a little Aries cranium care. Place your thumbs back and under the cheekbones where you can feel the hinge of your jaw. Spread the other fingers over the scalp, and with gentle pressure, start squeezing and pulsing the fingers, releasing tension from these areas. You can even swirl the thumbs to soothe the jaw. Just do whatever feels good and keep breathing deeply. Exhale, release the hands down, and again, let's pause for a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. Taking it all in. Next, inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. With the elbows out to the side, start creating backwards circles. Inhale, send the elbows back and down. Exhale, forward and up. Keep moving with your breath for this revolving ram horn shoulder release. You can keep going just like this or exploring a deeper range of motion by tapping the elbows in front of the chest and touching the backs of the hands behind the neck as you circle the elbows. Do whatever works for you. Just keep breathing as you move. Exhale, release the hands down for a final cleansing breath, in through the nose and out of the mouth. From here, let's come through tabletop, tucking the toes for downward facing dog. If down dog isn't in your practice, feel free to stay on all fours. But if you're with me, take a few deep breaths in this full body stretch. Stay here or join me in a vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees to mat, lower to the belly. Inhale, heart lifts for cobra. Exhale, child's pose, where we will all meet. Once in child's pose, stack the hands and rest your head on top. Continuing to bring that loving awareness to the head today. When you're ready, start to rock the head from side to side. Very gently massaging the forehead as it makes contact with the hands. Keep sending breath deep down into the low back and belly, letting the hips rest on the heels. On your inhale, slowly press up to kneeling, sitting on the heels. And if this isn't comfortable, feel free to sit cross-legged. Inhale the arms wide and up, stretching to the sky. Exhale, hands behind the head, cradling the base of the skull for a seated cat-cow variation. The thumbs can support the neck here. Pause and just feel the shape. Inhale, lift your heart and look up. Exhale, engage the core and round the spine, bringing elbows together. Inhale, elbows wide, heart lifts. Exhale with strength, curl the tailbone under, rounding elbows tap. Again, inhale, elbows open, heart lifts, arching the back. Exhale, angry cat the spine, chin to chest as the elbows touch. Keep going with your breath. This ram's head core connector is going to warm the spine and gently stoke the inner fire of the belly. And we're not pulling on the head and neck here at all. The hands are just there to give us a little extra support. Next, exhale, hands to mat, tucking the toes for a forward fold. Slowly lift the hips to the sky. Keep the knees soft as you bow down over the legs. Holding opposite elbows, relax, letting the head surrender to the heart. Inhale, hands to shins for a halfway lift, looking to the top of your mat. Exhale, hands to mat, walking to downward facing dog. Pausing here, taking a few deep breaths, grounding through the hands and feet. Exhale, bend the knees and look forward. Walk or step up to the hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, soften the knees and fold. Inhale, rise, reaching to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just to be still, connecting once again to the flow of the breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, big swan dive down to fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot steps back for a low lunge. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, slowly rise, reaching the arms high. Inhale the arms wide. Exhale, cross the right arm over the left, stacking the eyes of the elbows, preparing for eagle arms. You can continue wrapping the arms, bringing the left fingertips into the right palm, or simply press the backs of the hands together. Stay here or moving with me. Inhale, heart lifts, fingertips overhead. Exhale, engage the core, bowing forward, elbows toward or inside the knee. Inhale, rise, fingertips overhead. Exhale, bowing forward. Move slowly and consciously, grounding into your front foot for balance. This is our charging ram lunge. On your next inhale, release, sweeping the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the hips, making a strong climbing transition back to standing. Let's tuck the back toes and pressing off, come to stand at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center, again connecting with the breath in stillness. Exhale, arms to sides in mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, big swan dive down. Inhale, hands to shins, lifting halfway. Exhale, hands to mat, stepping the left foot all the way back for low lunge. Ground the knee and untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up, reaching the arms overhead. Take a moment to relax the shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready, inhale the arms to a T. Exhale, cross the arms. This time, the left arm is on top. Finish binding into eagle arms, or you can simply press the backs of the hands together here. You can stay here in stillness, enjoying the steadiness of the stretch, or moving with the breath. We inhale the fingertips overhead. Exhale to bow forward, pointing fingertips towards the top of the mat. Engage the core and think about spreading the front foot for better balance as you move. Go at your pace, and if you're in stillness, keep the jaw soft and the breath deep. Next, inhale, rise up and pause, staying for the exhale. With the breath in, release the arms, sweeping them high. Exhale, hands to the hips, getting ready for our climbing transition. We're going to tuck the back toes, and when you're ready, pressing off those toes, rise up to standing at the top of the mat. Hands to heart center, close the eyes and breathe. Maybe you can sense the breath over your fingertips. Moving back down to the ground now. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, fold big wide arms on the way down. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose, stepping back. Drop the knees and lower slowly to the ground, elbows shaving the ribs. Inhale, cobra, heart lifts. Exhale, press to child's pose. Once here, keep the arms extended and your forehead on the mat. On your inhale, lift your head, turn it to the right, and then set the head back down. Feeling a little release in the temple and the neck. Relax the throat and breathe. On your inhale, lift the head, turn it to the left and set it back down. Feel the breath expanding through the belly, the side body, the low back. You can let the eyes close or the gaze soften. Inhale the head back to center and slowly walk the hands in to rise up. We're going to swing the legs around, coming to a seat with the knees bent and the feet flat on the floor. Hands behind with the fingertips pointing out. Set the feet as wide as the mat. And keeping the heart lifted, drop the knees to the right. Inhale through center and then drop the knees to the left. A few more times on your own, windshield wiping the legs back and forth like this. Feeling a little stretch through the side body and maybe even the hips. Exhale, knees to the right, and then walk the hands toward the right side and then towards the back of the mat. Turning the torso to face down. When you're ready, lower slowly, resting the right cheek on the mat. Elbows out to the sides, keeping the knees, the legs staggered in fallen fleece twist. Take a deep breath here, maybe exhaling out the mouth to settle into this restorative twist. and preparing to move. With a deep breath, bring hands under shoulders and gently press up. Turning back to center with the hands behind, knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Feet are about hip distance. On your inhale, upward table. Lift the hips and heart to the sky, opening the front body. Breathe deep, feeling the heart, the chest, the shoulders opening, all while grounding through the hands and feet. Exhale, slowly lower, setting the feet as wide as the mat once again. Starting to windshield wiper the legs, first drop the knees to the left. Inhale them through center and over to the right. Enjoying the pause as the knees fall from one side to the other. As the knees fall left, ride your exhale, turning towards the back of your mat, walking the hands. Slowly lowering down, rest your left cheek on the mat, keeping the legs staggered, the elbows wide, in fallen fleece twist. Remember to take a deep release breath to soften in. Taking a deep breath, preparing to move. Walk the hands under the shoulders and slowly press up. Turning to face forward, place the hands behind you with fingertips pointing forward this time. Set the feet about hip distance, and on the inhale, lift your hips into upward table. Our final heart opener. Exhale, slowly lower, and sweeping the arms forward, roll onto the back, drawing knees into the chest for happy baby. Reaching through, grab the arches of the feet, bending the knees wide and shining the soles of the feet to the sky. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. Exhale, knees to chest, wrapping the arms around. One final squeeze here in Appanasana. And when you're ready, you can extend the arms and legs long, taking shape for a final rest. And if that looks like traditional Shavasana for you, feel free to lie flat on the back with the arms and legs long. Or if it feels better to lie on your side or your stomach or in any other position, feel free. We'll take a deep breath, feeling the back of the head softening into the earth below. Doing less and less with every breath. Enjoy your rest. Transitioning back. Gently rock the head from side to side, starting to deepen the breath. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead, bending the knees. Roll to the right side in the fetal position for today's closing reading. This is Being a Pilgrim by Mark Nepo. To journey without being changed is to be a nomad. To change without journeying is to be a chameleon. To journey and to be transformed by the journey is to be a pilgrim. We all start out as pilgrims, wanting to journey and hoping to be transformed by the journey. But just as it is impossible when listening to an orchestra to hear the whole symphony for very long before we're drawn to hear only the piano or the violin, in just this way, our attention to life slips when we experience people and places without being affected by their wholeness. And sometimes, feeling isolated and unsure, we change or hide what lives within in order to please or avoid others. The value of this insight is not to use it to judge or berate ourselves, but to help one another see that integrity is an unending process of letting our inner experience and our outer experience complete each other, in spite of our very human lapses. I understand these things so well because I violate them so often. Yet I, as you, consider myself a pilgrim of the deepest kind, journeying beyond any one creed or tradition into a compelling, recurring space in which we know the moment and are changed by it. Mysteriously, as elusive as it is, this moment, where the eye is what it sees, where the heart is what it feels, this moment shows us that what is real is sacred. And that's from Mark Nepo's Book of Awakening. Taking that with us, gently press up to a comfortable seat with the hands at heart center. Thank you for celebrating the new moon and Aries season with me today. To seal our practice, let's bring the thumbs to the third eye and bow to honor each other in all our relations. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe and that you like the video. Little things like this do a lot to support the channel. You can also become a member of the channel or shop any of the affiliate links in the description below. Also, come and find me on Instagram at Moon Medicine Yoga. Tag me in your stories and your posts about your practice. Seeing your setups and your pets, it's just so fun. It's so amazing. And that's all for today. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you again soon, on the mat and under the moon.